video. We're about to play some zombies, but he has a special guest, and it is.
I know most of you don't know me. My name is Nick D, and today me and Hunter are gonna be talking about our rankings for the Treyarch zombie maps. So, all the way from World at War to Black Ops 2. Yet again, that's just our opinions. Everyone can have their own opinions, but Hunter, you want to start us off?
Okay, guys. So we went from
and worst to first.
Okay, worst to first, and we did World at War, Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 2.
Just the Treyarch games, or just the Treyarch zombies.
Yeah, just the Treyarch zombies, not including Black Ops 3, because those were a little whack.
Yeah. Alright, Hunter, you want to start us off with number 16?
Number 16, I have Transit.
Transit, Now, why do you feel Transit comes in last place?
Because I thought it was just like a cluster. Everything, I felt like it was laggy. Nothing ever flowed right.
Well, my map that comes in last place, I gotta say Shangri-La, because
Shangri-La.
Because you literally had to have 4 people to be able to upgrade your weapons.
Very true.
So you literally always had to play online. So if you wanted us to play just just with your friend or whatever, you always had to play online. And plus, I mean, it was just kind of like a rehash of Shino Numa. It was just a huge circle, and it was just in the jungle, and I just felt like it was like kind of unoriginal.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Because if you did have those 4 people, it wouldn't work out too good.
Nah. Okay, what comes in number 15 place?
At number 15, I have Buried.
Ooh, okay. Why Buried?
Why Buried? Cause
so you're trashing all the Black Ops 2 maps right now. I see you.
I am. I really am. But on like overall, you didn't have the original character, so that was big. And then the whole, like, for me, the map just didn't make sense. When I was playing it, whenever I did play it, it just never made sense. You had a big guy that, like, would follow you, but would halfway kill you, and then all of a sudden you'll go, like,
oh, you're talking about the like Eeyore or whatever his name was.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
That giant.
He, like,
and you had to like
you.
feed him candy. You had to feed him candy and stuff, or alcohol to like break open certain things, or to like build you something.
Yeah, and then there was the witch too.
Yeah, that map. The witches. How you had to go through that to get to the pack-a-punch. For me, Hunter, I feel like Call of the Dead comes in second to worst. Just because that map had so much potential. It had really like good characters that used like the actors like Danny Trejo and Michael Rooker, like and then I think the woman was like Michelle Pfeiffer. But for me, I feel like George kind of ruined that map, and for for a couple things, just like I felt like the map was also like how you said with Transit, it just felt cluttered. You know what I mean? It just felt like they really didn't know what the idea of the map should be, so they're just okay. Let's just put random shit everywhere. You know? And
like you couldn't really kill him. It was so hard.
Yeah, you couldn't.
Hard.
You literally had to shoot him with the Wonder Waft. So you had to do the Easter egg, which is very hard. To shoot him with the Wonder Waft in the water, but then like he would come back like 4 or 5 rounds later.
Yeah, I feel
like you can only kill him off for a certain point, and so I just feel like he kind of ruined the map. Okay, number 14 for you, Hunter. What do you got?
Number 14, I got Call of the Dead.
Call of the Dead? Okay.
Yeah.
For the same reasons, basically.
Exactly. It was just I felt like the Xbox 360 couldn't handle what they wanted to do with the map, to be honest.
Right. Yeah. They just didn't have a clear vision for it. I definitely see that. Okay, for me, number 14, I had to go Nocturne Totem. I know it's the OG map. I know it's the original map, but for me, it's just too small of a space. The the concept of it and like the creativity is very low. I know it was just like it was pretty groundbreaking for its time, but like for me, it just doesn't live up to like the other maps in World at War, the other original 4. I just feel like it was the worst one out of them.
I got my shit so high up for that map.
For Noctur?
Yes.
Well, here we go. Alright, Hunter, where do I find a gun in this map?
Okay, so you got your Type 100 right there, and then you got a shotgun right here, or you got the SVT.
Alright, what do you got for number 13,
For
Hunter?
number 13 is my Shangri-La. And
was it because of what I said earlier?
Yeah, because I never really played with 4 people. Like, don't get me wrong, it's fun just running around the map, but like when you can't upgrade your weapon, it started getting impossible to kill zombies.
And they brought those freaking monkeys back from Ascension.
That would steal your perks.
Yeah, that would steal your perks and stuff. And I just thought it was like a pretty lame ripoff of Shino Numa. It's like they just didn't really even try. They're like, okay, we just gotta throw this together.
Yeah.
And so my number 13 is actually its origins. I never really got into the map. I thought it was just it was just all trench warfare, so you were always exposed, and then with that giant robot, it really made the map almost impossible to play on.
Yeah,
unless you had 4
like
people. And the Easter egg was very hard to get. It was so hard to get.
Special like swords or like shafts or whatever they were.
All right, so that's number 13 for me. So number 12 for you, Hunter.
Number 12, I got 5.
That's so crazy because I have 5 as number 12 too.
That map was. Don't get me wrong.
And it had potential too.
It did.
Because like I like I like JFK. I like Castro. I like the characters.
Because like it made it look like it could actually happen in history.
Right. Yeah. And I like how it's based in the Pentagon and everything. But for me, they made the map too difficult with that one dude, that doctor, that zombie ghost doctor, and he would just take your weapons and your perks, and there's really nothing that you can do about it. So I mean, I feel like it would rank 12, but if they would have cut that part out, this map could have easily been top 10, top 8.
Yeah.
But we both have it at number 12. And okay, so number 11 for you, Hunter.
Number 11, I got Mob of the Dead.
Mob of the Dead?
Yeah.
Why do you think Mob of the Dead deserves number 11?
Cause, I mean, I would rather play that game than any all the other ones that are in the back of it. That's the only reason why it's 11. Cause it had them cool little cutscenes and shit, but I like how it was kind of open too. It was a nice open map. If George wasn't a part of it, probably would be a solid map. Cause it was low-key big and not so condensed.
Wait, Mob of the Dead's the prison one, right? The Alcatraz?
No, I messed up. I was talking about Call of the Dead. I meant Mob of the Dead. Yeah. So.
Oh, okay.
My bad. I took my
So Call of the
Dead? No, it is Mob of the Dead, but I was talking about Call of the Dead. I tweaked my own self out.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
So the reason why Mob is Dead is 11 is because you're it's back in the 1940s with mobsters, and all of a sudden the jail just gets torn down by hella zombies, and then you have to become almost like a ghost with electrical shock to figure out all your mysteries, and then you can also go outside of the prison too, which I thought that was kind of cool. So all in all, I don't think that was a bad map.
Nah, once you get past a certain point with these lists, it's oh shit. It's these maps aren't bad. It's just they don't they're not as good as the other ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for me, number 11 is gonna be Verrückt. Don't get me wrong. It's still a good map. I just felt like it was just too tiny. You're just stuck in that little insane asylum. That little that little it wasn't it an insane asylum?
I thought it was a hospital, like
yeah, like a hospital type thing. But yeah, no, it's still, don't get me wrong, it's still a good map. I just feel like it doesn't.
I feel like it could like added a bunch of stuff.
Right, yeah. That's exactly right. They just never like took that next step for me.
Like if it had like dogs or something, it would make the map a little better if it had dogs.
And yeah, I just felt like it's a little bit too tiny. Okay, now going into the top 10, what do you got?
I have Die Rise.
Oh, okay. Why do you got Die Rise?
Cause I kind of digged when we had to like jump through like all the from what is it, hotel to hotel. And like keep jumping from shoot to shoot. So that wasn't bad, but I mean.
No, Die Rise is pretty decent.
It was so easy for you to die. Too easy for you to die. That's why I didn't like it. Like half the time you would do jumps, you're not even actually making the jumps. You're dying.
Yeah. All right, and then for my number 10, I got Nuketown.
Nuketown.
I just feel like it. Yeah.
It was kind of a cluster. It was weird.
It was okay. It was fine for what it was, but first of all, it was 2 maps, so like too small of a map. So like the like fun of it, like ability of it, like you're just literally just sitting there killing zombies. You're not really doing, you know, much else.
Yeah, you
know what I mean? There's no oh, I got down. But yeah, there's no purpose to it because there's no really Easter egg. You can't like do anything to actually beat it. And I don't know. I just and also another thing. Remember how like with the countdown, that's how you get like certain perks or whatever.
Oh yeah, like
certain,
perk machines or like the.
Remember sometimes they would literally just fuck you and they would.
Cinco. And you have no ammo.
Yeah, man, no ammo. But yeah, no. Sometimes they wouldn't even like drop anything for you. Remember there'd be plenty of times where they would just start fucking with you.
You got like 100 kills.
So that's why rank's kind of low, but all right, so number 9 for you, Hunter?
Number 9, I have Moon.
Moon?
Yeah.
Why you got Moon? Number 9.
I dig like where it was. Like, you never really played a map, either on multiplayer or not. You've never really played a map on the Moon, have you?
No, I don't know. It's something like
so
different.
It's kind of crazy. And like you can kind of float too. Like the jump was weird. You can kind of like float when you jump when you're outside. And you like make sure you had your suit on and everything, or like you'll lose. You'll like lose like what's it called? Like oxygen.
Yeah. Yeah, that map. I mean, it's a little bit higher on my list, but I mean, I get it was a very hard map to play too, to be honest.
It was, but
it was so hard.
When you had 4 people, oh, I can't forget too. The beginning was lit.
Oh yeah.
You just
and
like
that's how you That's how you go back to like pack a punch and shit.
Yeah. You just kill all these enemies to try.
I did mess with that a little bit.
Like we'll see how like long we can last in a little ranked round.
And number 9 for me is Die Rise, just for like the points that you mentioned. Yeah, I like the whole like hotel like concept, how you had to like go from hotel to hotel. All right, and then number 8. What do you got for number 8?
Oh, real quick, gotta reload. Number 8, I got Origins.
Origins?
Yes.
See, maybe it was just me, but I don't think I played that map as much as I played like the other ones.
I don't think we did either, because it was part of like DLC 4.
Right.
I want to say.
It was back when I was getting like my Call of Duty burnout and stuff. I was just kind of getting like fucking like sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
Because then MW3 was about to be released, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, you might as well just like, and it was like summer by that time, so like we just played outside instead of getting inside and trying to play.
And smoking a lot of weed. But anyways, back to the actual conversation. But number 8 for me would be Transit. I'm surprised you had it so low on your list. You had it number 16, right?
I
did. It's your least favorite one.
I hate that map with a passion. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll play the mini maps by themselves. I'll play the mini maps. But when transit comes into play, oh God, Jesus Lord.
I just felt like it was like a pretty cool Easter egg that you had to do, like how you had to like go and like get into the safe to do the pack-a-punch, and I liked how when you go to the cornfield you'll find like the old Nocturne Totem.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I just felt like it was
just kind of something different.
It was just not ready for its time.
Right, yeah, it was just a little bit disjointed, but I still kind of liked it. All right, for number 7, what do you got?
For number 7, I have Verrucht.
Verrucht?
Yes.
So you like this map a little bit more than I did?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Don't get me wrong. I hate this map sometimes, but sometimes when you like get like not like 4 people but 3 people, this map's unstoppable. You run that map.
It also helps too, cause it's like such the original ones that like you kind of get like a nostalgic feeling while playing it and stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You're like, damn, this is classic as shit.
Right, yeah, this is like some 7th grade. Like this is like just brings back good times and shit where we would just like drink Monster and fucking eat donuts and just play like fucking like 18 games of like Call of Duty in a row.
What are they called, Hosties?
Yeah, Hostess. There's like chocolate frosted, and we got like the vanilla powder all the time with Monsters.
That's like, I tried drinking a Monster before work. I thought I was about to have like a heart attack.
I know, that shit's strong now. We did that with the Black and Mild, dude. I don't know how we were doing that one.
Oh yeah,
we tore our bodies up.
Bro. Black and Mild. That was terrible.
That's pretty classic. But number 7 for me. But number 7 for me is Moon, because like you said, like it was just such a different concept, and plus like I just liked how that map like looked. It looked like all spacey and like fucking. Remember that one room where you can like bounce from pod to pod, like, and all the plant, like the plants are in there and stuff, and like
oh yeah,
I just thought it was like a really cool looking map. And I liked how you had to like shoot back to Earth to frickin' to pack-a-punch, but then you had to blow up the moon to actually beat the game.
Yeah.
I just thought it was I thought it was a pretty cool idea. So what do you got for number 6?
For number 6, I got Nocturne der Untoten, the original map.
Ooh, it is a classic, to be honest.
Because it's such a classic to me. It's like
it is. It introduces to the zombie world, because before that map came out, I was really just usually just like playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the Call of Duty 4.
Call of Duty 4 or Halo. We played Halo too.
And Halo a lot too. Yeah, I wasn't really digging like World at War, but then when I heard that this like zombie mode was coming out, I was like interested. That's when back when Left 4 Dead was really popular too. And man, yeah, that's what just sunk me into like the zombie maps.
But like, that is one of the maps. To be honest, I do like that map. I just don't like that map after playing it twice.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You just kind of, it's like, okay, like, because there's nothing really to do. It's just you're standing in there, and just really the only point is just to survive as long as you can.
Yeah.
And before they even like remastered it, wasn't it Black Ops 2 where you could have got the, or no, it was Black Ops 1 where you got the old maps back. Remember, it didn't have any fucking perks either, so it was kind of hard to survive on that map too sometimes.
Yeah, I realized that, because when you got
no
for
perks
Black Ops 2, they put the perks in.
Right. Yeah. So number 6 for me is Buried. So that's another one that you had pretty low, and I had pretty high.
You had pretty high.
I like the I think his name was Igor or whatever, or that
Cause you are Igor.
Fuck you, nigga. you had to get that in there, motherfucker. But I was playing. But no, I liked how like he had to like kind of help you. I just didn't like the fact that if you shot him, he like would go ballistic. He just run back in his cage. But I like how you had to like find the different keys around the map. I also liked how like that maze part with the witches and stuff, and like trying to get to the mission or the pack-a-punch. I don't know. And I always thought that, like the Easter egg was like pretty easy and stuff, so it was just like a good flowing map for me, like every time I played it. So that's why I have it number 6.
I kind of feel you, but I felt like every time I played that map, everybody carried me. I was trash.
All right, Hunter, what you have for number 5?
For number 5, I'm going with Shino Numa.
That's crazy because I got number 5 Shino Numa as well.
Oh, I bet you will have number 1. I bet you will have number 1. Well, maybe.
Maybe. Alright, but for Shino Numa, we can both get our thoughts on it right now. It's like the classic like forest jungle map, and like it was pretty innovative for its time, because that's the first map that actually had the zip line. It was the first map that actually had the pack-a-punch, right? Oh no, Varrock had the pack-a-punch, right?
Varrock didn't have pack-a-punch. Neither did Shino Numa.
Oh yeah, no, Varrock had perks, but Shino Numa had the first one that had the pack-a-punch.
No, Shino Numa didn't even have pack-a-punch either. Darius was the first one to have the pack-a-punch.
Oh, you're right.
But Shino Numa was the first one to have. You don't know which hut would your perch be in. It'd be in random ones each time.
Oh yeah. That's how it was. I just liked how it was like a medium-sized map. I just liked how like the map was like spaced out and everything. And I don't know, it's a nostalgia fact too. I feel like it's just a really good map, like just from playing it so many times when I was younger.
I also like when you used to play it on the old World at War, you can get like as many guns as you want. Remember, you just like before you got the perk, you just have to like hit the box, drink the perk, and as you're drinking the perk, pick back up your gun, and you'll get that other weapon. And there'll be times where we used to just like play like that map and like try getting every single gun we can.
So yeah, Shino Numa was always it's always gonna be probably top 5 for me, to be honest. But what you got for number 4?
Number 4, let's see, buddy. Number 4, I got Kino der Toten.
Kino der Toten? Why you got Kino at number 4?
Number 4? That map is sauced, boy.
It is. It's pretty.
I can play that map every day.
It's the perfect mixture. It's like almost like a Nocturne on Totem, like upgraded. That's always what I felt like it was. Because you're just in that theater. I mean, yeah, you can go outside a little bit, but it's just a larger and like just more fun, and how like you have to like do everything kind of version of Nocturne on Totem.
And then when you go to pack-a-punch your gun, you can like they give you like those little like what's it called, like little dreams before you come back, and you can pick up you pick up like a videotape, and next time you go and pack-a-punch, you can like put that.
Oh yeah, it plays that like that dream, almost like that cutscene.
Yeah.
And it kind of explores like the childhood of Richtofen. Remember that one scene where he's like playing with the. Oh yeah, no, it was Samantha. It was Samantha. Yes, you were right. You're right about that. It was Samantha.
Ooh, but my ass was
for my number 4. For my number 4, I got Mob of the Dead. So this is another map that I like a lot more than you did. But I just like the. I just feel like they got the whole prison scene and like the whole prison like feel of the game like down to a
I think
to a
bringing
perfect.
it back to PS4.
Yeah, that's what I heard
no,
too.
not PS4, Black Ops 4.
Right, yeah. I knew what you were trying to say, but no, freaking I always just felt like that map was. It was the perfect Easter egg too, and how like you can like just escape from Alcatraz, and then but then like how you had to like to remember how you had to go to the Pack-a-Punch, how you had to go to like the Golden Gate Bridge, and then you go back in those chairs. Those were like electrocuted like you almost remember that.
That map was
bad.
I kind of liked
it. It was pretty decent, to be honest.
It was.
And I like the characters a little bit too. So what you got your top 3? What's your third one?
My third one? I don't think you're ready for my third one. I got Nuketown.
Oh man, you got Nuketown high as hell. So why do you got Nuketown? What you love about Nuketown?
I'm about to fucking die. That's what it is. Ah! But okay, cause don't get me wrong. it was kind of frustrating when like you'd get like all your like 100 kills and nothing would drop. But when it was dropping all that random stuff, it was pretty decent.
It was, yeah. I just felt like it was too small. I wish like they would allowed you to go past like those gates and like into those like that
like
that
you get
neighborhood.
the whole block.
See, yeah, you get like the whole block. Like that would have been perfect for a map. Like you're just like in this like the city street almost, and like you can go to like into different houses and. But I just felt like it was just too small of a map. That's why my only. But I still had a top 10, so.
True. It's still in top 10.
All right, so now number 3 is Kino. As Hunter said, it's just a better version of Noctur. Yeah, it's just a better version of Noctur, and plus like I just love the whole like movie theater like atmosphere of it, and like, and man, like that. It's such a good ass map.
It set the bar high for Black Ops 1. I'm not gonna lie.
Right, yeah, because Black Ops 1 had a decent amount of fucking decent amount of good maps on there too. We gotta get that max ammo.
I got
Thank God. But okay. So for number 2, what do you got?
For my number 2, I have Derice.
Oh, okay, okay.
What's your number 2?
I put number 2 Ascension.
Damn, you tweaking, son.
I know. I put Derice number 1 just because. Okay, just because that was like the gold standard of maps. Like,
that
okay,
was.
maybe because like, don't get me wrong, Ascension was like one of my most replayable maps. Like I always fucking loved that map. But when I like look back on it now, first of all, the map wasn't really that hard because all you had to do was get someone with the ray gun, someone with the thunder gun, and you can always just like circle around that one teleporter or that one like that one thing that like you know what I'm talking about, and that where that the PhD flopper was and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And like and the game would just get too easy. Like I got to like level like 32 by myself one time on that game, and so like but it was always fun. And plus, if I'm gonna critique Shangri-La about monkeys, I gotta critique Ascension about it too.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's still a badass map. But don't get me wrong. But fucking for me, Derice is like that like put zombies on the map. Like that's what
I might
makes
have
people
to change
look
mine.
to like.
Because now I'm realizing it, Ascension was really easy.
It was super easy. Yeah, Derice, it was the perfect.
They weren't that good,
like,
so it was kind of hard.
And plus, like they would get like overrun at some points. So you always had to like figure something out, and just like it was the introduction of the teleporters, which like played a really key role in like the whole zombies franchise. Like they used that a lot.
Like,
and plus, like freaking, it was the perfect amount of like difficulty. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
and
was,
then
like,
the teleporters. Okay, you know what? I'm putting this
dude,
on
that was
record.
lit
I'm
back
changing
then.
my
was
1
like,
and 2. I'm putting it on record. I'm changing my 1 and 2.
You going with me? You going Ascension 2?
Yeah, I have to.
Derice 1? Yeah, Derice is just too classic of a map not to put it at number 1.
Cause they like stepped up from Shinonuma to Derice. They stepped up because.
You could totally tell the difference.
They
and it got
and they brought the Pack-a-Punch in.
Right, and you could tell that like with Derice, like the zombie franchise was going like in a really good direction because fuck it, like Derice, like it was such a groundbreaking map. You know
and
what I mean?
Like how they didn't make it like super like swisher sweet to get the Pack-a-Punch. You had to like do the teleporters in order to get them. You had to like link them.
Yeah, definitely. So okay, so combining our list right now, Hunter, you think what do you think number 16 would be?
What's your number 16?
Shangri-La.
Shangri-La.
You agree with that, or?
Yeah. I have to agree.
Shangri-La.
Yeah.
All right, number 15. What you got?
Number 15, I have Buried.
Buried's number 6 for me.
So you said what was number 16?
Shangri-La. Oh, Hunter, you better be moving, boy.
I got you. Okay. So, what was your 15?
My 15 was Call of the Dead.
Call of the Dead. And
would you agree with that?
Was Buried. Yeah, Call of the Dead was ass. I'm sorry, but it was ass. Call of the Dead.
And then we could put 14 as Buried. Put 14 as Buried then.
You're putting 14 as Buried?
Yeah.
Okay. So
okay, and then number 13, mine was Origins. What did you have?
My 13 was Call of the Dead.
Okay, but that was already number 15. So do you agree with Origins at 13?
Origins at 13?
Or do you want to move it like a little bit higher up? I feel if you want to move it a little higher up.
Well, hold on, let me think real quick. I don't know, I'd put Nocturne and Toten high up now, or like at...
Lower on the... Do you want to put Nocturne at 13?
I'll put Nocturne at 13.
Yeah, that's what... Because I had Nocturne at 14, so Nocturne's at 13. Are you writing this down?
Yeah, hold on, give me a second. I'm about to. So we said... Okay, now we're at 12 as a community.
Alright, 12. What do you got at 12?
At 12, I got 5.
Oh yeah, 12. Yeah, we both agreed that 12. Number 12 was 5. So 12 is 5. You want to put 11 Origins, or you want to put like 11 like Verruct or like Die Rise or?
Oh, okay. Wait. What'd you say for number? This is gonna be our 11.
11, yeah. Do you want Origins, Verruct, or like Die Rise?
I'll put Die Rise.
Die Rise number 11. I feel you on that.
You're agreeing?
Yep.
Okay, so
all right, number 10. You want to do number 10 Origins then? So crack the top 10.
I gotta get out of this clusterfuck. So number 11 was Die Rise.
Number 11 was Die Rise, yeah.
Okay. Number 10, I'd say Origins can go at number 10.
Yeah, Origins is a good number.
But I'd rather play Transit than Origins.
Yeah, Transit number 10. Yeah, Transit number 10 definitely. And then you want to do Origins 9?
Or I'll even switch
Or do you want... No, do Transit 10, and then Origins 9, and then you want to do Verruct at 8.
Wait, hold on, Origins at 9. Oh, I just died.
I'm about to die. I got out of it.
So, hold on.
Alright, I'm just be taking a break real quick. I know y'all can't see my screen, but we are on level 17 right now. Just trying to survive, just trying to keep the live stream going, just trying to... Again, leave your comments if you're watching this video. Let us know what your rankings are. Have a lively discussion about it.
My bad, the fucking bill collector called. Alright, so number 8.
You want to do Verruct?
I'll do Verruct for number 8.
And then I was thinking 7 might be Mob of the Dead.
So I'll let you know what we got left now. We got Moon, Shinanuma, Kino, Nuketown, Derice, Ascension, and Mob of the Dead.
Do you want to do Mob of the Dead at 7 then?
I'll do Mob of the Dead at 7.
Alright, and then you want to do 6, you want to do, you want to do Moon, or do you want to do Nuketown at number 6?
Oh, Nuketown.
Alright, and then do you want to do 5 Moon?
5 will be Moon. Now we're cracking in the top 4. So we have Ascension, Derice, Kino, and Shino. I'd rank
Shino,
Kino, Ascension, Derice.
Yeah. And that would be our list.
So, okay, guys, so we came together as a unit.
Yeah, recap it.
So, as a community, we select number 16 as Shangri-La. Our number 15 is Call of the Dead. 14's Buried. 13's Nocturne and Toten. 12 is 5. 11 is Die Rise. 10 is Transit. 9's Origins. 8 is Verruct. 7's Mob of the Dead. 6 is Nuketown. 5 is Moon. 4 is Shino. 3 is Kino. 2 is Ascension. And 1 is Derice.
I say that's a pretty good list right there. Damn, I'm at 20,000 points. I'm not even like buying anything with it. I still got an MP40 and a PPSH.
Do you want to cut the broadcast or?
Yeah, we can cut it out. All right, everyone. Leave your again, leave your fucking list down in the comments section if you're watching this video, and
like and subscribe. Doses.